All right, you completed the homework on graphing and then using the coordinate plane. So now let's check out your answers and see how you did. All right, we're going to graph the following points. A is on -2, 2. But before we do, let's remind ourselves which direction we always travel first. It goes in alphabetical order, right? So we always travel in the X direction first and then the Y. Okay, so A, you start on this point, which is called the origin, right? And we're going to travel -2, +2. And -2, +2 is located right here, and we want to label that with the letter A. Okay, next one. B, 0, 3. I travel 0 in the X and 3 in the Y. So 0, 3 would be located right here. That is point B. C, -3, 0. I go -3 in the X since it comes first, and 0 in the Y. So C belongs right there on the X-axis. 4, D is on 2, 3. So 2, 3 is right here. I'm going to label that D. All right. 5 is on -1, -2. All right. And if it helps you label, the number line like this, you could label it -1, -2, -3 to help you realize where the things are, or the points. 6, F is on 4, -2. 4, -2 is down here. So I'm done. Check your answers out and make sure that your graph looks like my graph. Okay, make sure your graph looks like my graph. And hopefully you did well on those graphing. The places where kids make mistakes is you reverse them and you go in Y direction first, then X. So make sure you could label each of these points, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, to try to eliminate that silly mistake. Okay, moving on. Write the coordinates of each point. A, where's A located? Again, I start in the origin, and I go -1, +1. So -1, +1, make sure you put parentheses around the coordinates. B is on 4, 3, right? So I go 4, 3, parentheses. C is on -2, -1. -2, -1. And D is located on 0. Remember, I travel 0 on the X and -1 on the Y. So 0, -1. All right, which quadrant? Okay, I'm just going to label these over here to help myself. This is quadrant 1, right? This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. Remember, 1 o'clock on a clock. 1 o'clock on a clock is over here, right? And then we go counterclockwise. So where's A located? Well, since I have them labeled, it's pretty easy, right? A is located in quadrant 2. B is located in quadrant 1. C is located in quadrant 3. And D is located not in a quadrant, but on an axis. And the axis that goes up and down, remember, up and down like the big letter Y. Okay, that is the Y-axis. Okay, some people got mixed up by that, but you didn't read the directions carefully. It says, or on what axis does each point fall? All right, next page. Write the point with the given coordinates. We're going backwards now. So I look at point 1, 4, and I say, what's 1, 4 on? That is G. -3, 0 would be T. 5, -1 would be K. And -2, -4 would be R. All right? Now, in quadrant 2, X is what? So imagine I'm in quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is over here, right? X, the X, they want to say the X value of the coordinate, right? So that. It would have to be negative. And Y would have to be positive because I'm going up. So it'd be negative, positive. Negative, I'm going to abbreviate, and positive. All right, in quadrant 3, if I'm down here, imagine to get there from the origin, I got to go negative direction, then I got to go negative direction again. So that would be negative, negative. Okay, and if you're on the Y-axis, we're wondering, if you're on the Y-axis, what would the X value be? And if you're on the X value, or X-axis, what would the Y value be? All right, so if I'm on the Y-axis, this thing right here, X, how far did I travel in the X to get there? It would be 0. Anytime X is 0, you're going to be in the Y-axis. And the opposite is true. Anytime you're on the Y-axis, anytime you're on the X-axis, the Y has to be 0. All right, so those are facts. All right, so hopefully you guys did good on your homework, the coordinate plane. Keep on graphing, keep on doing good, and keep on trying your best. All right, have a great day, guys.